Greetings everyone, and welcome to this episode about COTA's TSR service changes. I'm Tape City, and if you don't know who I am in the Columbus, Ohio area, my name is Chris. The purpose of this series is to help inform people in the Columbus area about the TSR service changes COTA will do on May 1st, 2017. On May 1st, 2017, COTA will do their transit system redesign, which is a complete redesign of the bus system in Columbus. These changes will consist of many changes to most existing routes. There will be some new bus routes. Some existing bus routes will be combined together to form a new route, while others are split up into two separate routes. A few routes will also be discontinued altogether. In this episode, I will be covering routes 27 to 34, which are express routes. If you want to find out what is happening with the local routes, links to the videos covering the local routes will be in the video description. In this example, I drew a straight line to represent a bus route. If I highlight a part of a bus route in green, that means there will be no changes for that part of the route. If I highlight a part of the route in yellow, this means that a different bus route will be servicing that part of the route starting May 1st. And I will then refer to the new bus route. And since express routes are printed in red, I can't use red as a result. So, if I highlight a part of an express route in blue, this means that part of the route is being discontinued, and I will refer to any nearby bus routes if there are any nearby. In this episode, I will be covering routes 27 to 34, and they are the Brooksedge Express, the Polaris Express, the Smoky Row Express, the Worthington Express, the Crosswoods Express, the North Central Express, and the Karl Express. I will tell you right now, 3 express routes in this video will be discontinued. Also, before I start going over the bus lines, I should note that I will not highlight the downtown part of the express routes, as the downtown alignment is going to change for most local and express routes. I will also not highlight any part of the express route that travels on the interstate, as there obviously are no bus stops on the interstates. We will start off with the Brooksedge Express, and here is what the route looks like today. The route starts off downtown and travels up Cleveland Avenue to Dublin-Granville Road. The bus then turns onto Dublin-Granville Road and travels to Westerville Road. The bus then travels up Westerville Road and then travels west on Shrock Road and the Brooksedge Loop before traveling to Westerville Park and Ride. From downtown to Cleveland Avenue and Dublin-Granville Road, that part of the route will be dropped from the Brooksedge Express, and you will have to use the Cleveland Avenue local. From Dublin-Granville Road and Cleveland Avenue to Dublin-Granville Road and Westerville Road, that part of the route will be dropped from the Brooksedge Express, and is supposed to be covered by the Dublin-Granville Crosstown, but there is a good chance that the Dublin-Granville Crosstown will not be put on service on May 1st. Because there is no bus schedule for the Dublin-Granville Crosstown, even though the comparison guide mentions the bus route. So there is a chance that this part may just be discontinued on May 1st. From Dublin-Granville Road and Westerville Road to State Street and Shrock Road, that part of the route is being discontinued. From Shrock Road and State Street to Shrock Road and Brooksedge Boulevard, that part will be dropped from the Brooksedge Express and will be serviced by the Westerville Express. The Brooksedge Loop is being discontinued. Starting May 1st, you will have to use the nearby Westerville Express. And from Shrock Road and Park Mill Road to the Westerville Park and Ride, that part will be dropped from the Brooksedge Express and will be serviced by the Westerville Express. If you are wondering what the Brooksedge will look like starting May 1st, unfortunately the Brooksedge Express is being discontinued. We will now take a look at the Polaris Express, and this route is different from the regular express routes. The Polaris Express is a reverse commute express, which means this route is the opposite of a regular express route. Regular express routes travel to downtown in the AM commute and travel away from downtown during the evening commute. The Polaris Express travels away from downtown in the morning commute and to downtown in the evening commute. I got good news for the Polaris Express, and that is there will be no changes to the Polaris Parkway part of the Polaris Express. But starting May 1st, the Polaris Express will no longer stop at certain bus stops along Cleveland Avenue. If you get on or off at a Cleveland Avenue stop, you will have to use the Cleveland Avenue local after May 1st. If you are wondering what will happen to the Polaris Express after May 1st, here's what will happen. This bus line will be combined with the Crossroads Express and form a new route, 41 Crosswoods Polaris. And this new express route will be both a regular express and a reverse commute express. Here is what the route will look like. The solid green line is covered by both the regular express and the reverse commute. The dashed green line parts of the route will only be serviced by the reverse commute. All buses will travel to Crosswoods Park and Ride, but only the reverse commute buses will travel to Polaris Parkway in the AM. In the evening, the reverse commute buses start at Polaris Parkway and then travel to Crosswoods Park and Ride before heading downtown. Next up is the Smoky Row Express, and here is what the route looks like today. The bus starts downtown and travels up Olentangy River Road to the Olentangy Bethel Park and Ride. From there, it continues up Olentangy River Road and Linworth Road to Snuffer Road and St. Peter's Church Park and Ride. The bus then travels up Smoky Row Road to St. Andrew's Church Park and Ride. From there, the bus continues up Smoky Row Road into Worthington and travels through Worthington before ending at Sawmill and Hard Roads. I got good news for this bus line, and that is there will be no changes to any part of this bus line, and that was in part because when riders found out there was a chance this bus line could be discontinued, those riders told COTA they depended on the express route to get to and from their jobs, and didn't want to see the route be discontinued. And COTA listened. As a result, this route was saved, but there is one slight change. Starting May 1st, there will be 2 trips instead of 3 currently. In addition, the route number will change from 30 to 74. We will now take a look at the Worthington Express, and here is what the route looks like. This bus route starts downtown and travels up High Street to Crosswoods Park and Ride. There is a branch of this route that travels on Wilson Bridge. Now basically the entire bus route except the Wilson Bridge part of the route will be dropped on May 1st, and that is because of the new 2L limited stop High Street local. The 2L is a variation of the North High Street local that only stops at certain bus stops to the end of the normal line, which will be High and Fenway as of May 1st. From there, it becomes a regular route if my understanding is correct all the way to Polaris, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so please don't hold me to that if I'm wrong. As for the Wilson Bridge part of the Worthington Express, that part is being discontinued and you will have to use the nearby 2L High Street Limited. If you are wondering what the Worthington Express will look like on May 1st, I'm sorry to say, but the Worthington Express will be discontinued. Next up is the Crosswoods Express, and here is what the route looks like today. It is basically a faster version of the Worthington Express as it travels up I-71 and I-270 to Crosswoods Park and Ride instead of traveling up High Street. I got great news for this bus route, and this bus line will be the same on May 1st as it is now. This bus line will also be combined with the Polaris Express to form the new Crosswoods Polaris Express. All buses will stop at Crosswoods Park and Ride. If you want to see the new Crosswoods Polaris Express, please cue the video back to the Polaris Express section or click the bus schedule link in the video description. We will now take a look at the North Central Express, and here is what the bus route looks like today. The bus route starts downtown and travels up I-71 to Dublin Granville Road. From there, the bus will travel to Proprietors Road, then Worthington Galena Road, and end at the Westerville Park and Ride. Unfortunately, I got bad news for anyone that uses this bus, and that is, this bus route will be discontinued on May 1st, and there are no nearby bus routes, with the exception if you're near the Westerville Park and Ride. If you're near the Westerville Park and Ride and need a bus, I suggest using the Westerville Express. Finally, we will take a look at the Karl Express, and here is what the route looks like. The bus route starts at Dublin Granville Road and Ambleside Drive for turning onto Schrock Road. From there, the bus will turn onto Karl Road and head south to Morse Road. The bus will turn west on the Morse Road and then head to I-71 to travel to downtown. Evening trips will travel this route from downtown and run the route in reverse, ending at Dublin Granville Road and Ambleside Drive. From I-71 and Morse Road to Karl Road and Schrock Road, that part of the route will not change on May 1st, so there's no worry there. From Schrock Road and Karl Road to Ambleside Drive and Dublin Granville Road, that part of the route will be discontinued. Your nearby express route will be the 42 Express Sharon Woods, which today is the Karl Road Express. Now, if you're wondering what the Karl Road Express will look like on May 1st, here's the breakdown. Its name will change from Karl Road Express to Sharon Woods Express, and the route number will change from 34 to 42. Here is what the route will look like on May 1st. Like I said, the route will be the same up to Karl and Schrock Roads. On May 1st, the bus will turn right at Schrock Road and travel east on Schrock Road and turn onto Sharon Woods Boulevard and end there, instead of turning left and turning onto Ambleside Drive and ending at Dublin Granville Road. This change also spells bad news for the Tamarack Express, which will be covered in the next episode. In the next episode, I will be covering routes 35 to 40, so stay tuned. If you want to see other episodes about COTA's TSR service changes, I'll leave links in the video description. If you like what I'm posting, please leave a like or even subscribe to see when the next TSR video will come out. I also post Halo Custom Edition videos and Minecraft videos, as well as some bus videos about some of COTA's retired or soon-to-be retired buses. I also occasionally will post other random stuff. My name is Tape City, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.